Welcome back to Developed, everybody. Tonight we are talking about our recipe peach slush. Are you guys excited? I'm excited.
Hell yes.
So
I'm
how you guys
excited.
doing? Yeah, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, you got that fancy shirt on again.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Jungle Flavors one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I not being highlighted here? Yeah, there we go.
There you
Yeah.
go.
What is the contract? How many times a month you have to use that one?
I think it's in the contract like twice a month. Yeah.
Twice a month. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you wash it?
No. Why would?
Yeah, I wouldn't wash it either.
No. No. I mean, it's a jungle shirt. You know, it's supposed to be sweaty.
Yeah. You got to be authentic.
It is supposed to smell like monkey. This is jungle.
Yeah.
Right?
It probably does smell like monkey.
Yeah. It might a little bit. It smells funky.
A funky monkey.
Yeah. I don't think my video is being highlighted.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Technical difficulties. Go in your settings and see if Graham is sending some kind of strange
Virus.
characters. Yeah, I think it's a virus. I'm not gonna.
All right, I'm gonna talk just for a second to see if my video will highlight. It's not highlighting, is it? Well, shit. What's going on? All right. All right. Continue.
Well, no. How about just make a really loud noise? Cough.
How's that?
Nice.
Did that work?
People is really happy about it.
I don't know. Maybe my mic's not turned up enough. I think it's working now. I turned the mic closer to me.
Well, this is what we do, guys. We fuck up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Start off the show real strong.
Oh hell yeah.
No, but that is a great shirt. And if I were you, I would never wash it either.
No, I don't. I don't watch it. I just, after the show, I take it off. I hang it up right over there, and bring it down 2 weeks later.
In the wind. So.
Yeah. You make sure you still get paid. So
Did you notice that Folkart is all the color we have in the show? Because you and I, we are always wearing black.
oh, we're cartoon characters, basically.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, unless I have to wear like a lime green safety shirt for work, which is just a lime green t-shirt, and I fucking hate that color. So when I'm outside of work, it's just black t-shirts, black hat, and then maybe I'll get a little fancy with the shorts or whatever, or the shoes, but not really. I'm a very neutral guy.
Wait. Are you wearing shorts? Really?
Yeah, I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm wearing pants today.
Well, but because after like 16, you shouldn't be wearing shorts anymore.
What do you mean?
It's like for a kid to wear shorts.
Shorts?
Grown-up men don't wear shorts.
Wearing shorts is for what?
For kids. Grown-up men don't wear shorts.
What kind of crazy laws are in Argentina where you cannot wear shorts?
It's not a law. It's like
It's just
I imagine. Okay. You are not a very tall person.
No, we've established that many times.
You are very, very white. Like
white or wide?
white. I'm not going that far.
I'm short and wide. You just called me a square.
A rectangle to be precise.
I'm a very short rectangle. I'm slightly taller than I am wide.
But wait. Do you wear shorts? But do you use socks and when you wear a short?
Okay, I have been getting very gross lately. And okay, so when I went camping last week, I decided I'm not putting socks on. And now I have a pair of shoes. I have just stopped wearing socks. It's the most disgusting thing for anybody to do that. And I do it all the time now. I don't know why. I mean, they're just a pair of shoes I don't give a fuck about. And they're going to get so just stanky and gross and smelly. But I've turned into one of those people, but only with that pair of shoes.
See, I can't wear
shoes with socks.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nacho.
you wear those shoes with socks and a short, right?
Yeah.
That is more American than a bald eagle. That is
What?
very, yeah.
How does that?
Okay, a white guy with shorts, socks, and shoes is American. Is the definition of an American guy.
So you don't see anybody above like what is the age? 16? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Anybody above 16 not wearing shorts?
In Argentina.
No, okay. If you are going to a pool to swim, something like that, yes. But if not, what? No.
Isn't that hot as fuck down there? Why wouldn't you wear shorts?
I wear a t-shirt when it's hot.
Yeah, me too. I'm not a fucking psycho, but I also wear shorts. Folkart, are you gonna back up on this?
Okay. All right, so I think Not Chef has something here, because when my wife and I and my brother went to England, my brother just basically took shorts with him. He was the only grown up in England wearing shorts, the only one.
Did he not wear salmon? Did he not own like a salmon pair of pants? Because I feel like a salmon colored pants are. You either have to have a boat or be European to wear salmon, or like cornflower blue pants, just on a Tuesday, not on a boat. You know what I'm saying?
Or
if you wear socks, if you wear socks with your Birkenstocks, you should be executed on the spot.
What
Just
are
saying.
Birkenstocks? Everybody's always talking about these Birkenstocks.
They're Jesus sandals, aren't they? Yeah, the ones Jesus wore. They're like Jesus sandals with shorts and socks. If you wear short socks and Birkenstocks, you shouldn't be on the planet.
Fuck anybody who has those.
You should be thrown in the thing with like Gordon Lightfoot fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just that's it.
Dead. I am totally not a fan of sandals in general.
But if you wear socks with them,
then you should. The worst of all things.
The only people that wear socks and sandals are prison inmates. Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah, because they're hiding like razor blades in their toes.
and mental patients maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still don't get this whole short thing. Does anybody else here not wear?
I don't know.
fucking
pants. I know Folkart's hardly ever wearing pants.
Anything with that kind of access to your balls, I don't think is necessary for a man. I grew up in San Francisco.
I'm in my underwear right now, so.
I know you are.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Yeah.
That's why you like raise the bar by putting on that spiffy fucking shirt.
Oh yeah.
Just so people have the illusion that you're fully dressed and like wearing khakis or some shit, but really you're just fucking, you're Winnie the Poohing right now.
Absolutely.
You've just got a shirt completely bottomless.
Well, mostly bottomless.
What do you mean mostly? You wearing socks?
Actually, I don't have socks on right now. So.
Do you wear? Let me ask you something. Do you wear white socks or black socks?
The only time I wear black socks is when I wear.
What you're wearing?
This is a generational thing, and I'll tell you why. Go ahead.
Folkart,
you wear what?
The only time I wear black socks is when I'm dressing up with snappy shoes or something.
All right, start wearing black socks, bro.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yep. But
go ahead.
White shorts or white socks are coming back.
Well, I don't know about that.
Have you not seen the influx of white shorts?
Amber had a boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Amber had a boyfriend. She got high one day, and he was there, and she started analyzing them. Right, this is like a while ago. Mm-hmm. She said she got super high, and she started analyzing this guy, and she's going, I don't like his body, I don't like his hair. Right? She goes, I really don't like anything about this guy, and she goes, and he wears white socks all the time, and she broke up with him. She broke up with him specifically because he wore white socks.
What's wrong with white socks? I
don't know.
I have a whole drawer full of white socks, but I specifically like in the summertime. I wear a special sock that like goes so low on my foot that it doesn't look like I'm wearing socks.
Okay, bro. We need to talk.
Yeah.
But one thing that improved human race is the short socks.
Yes.
Okay, both of you?
So just the same size that the shoes that you don't see the
ankle. Black ankle length socks. That's the only socks you need.
Oh my god!
But if you're wearing white shoes, you need white socks.
Yes,
right?
I will agree with you there.
Yeah.
Only if you have
Just-
white shoes.
Some kind
Just
of
don't wear
arrow.
socks. How about boxers or underwear? What do you guys wear that?
Yes, I do wear. I wear them. I
I haven't
sometimes.
worn
Wear what?
since '62.
You don't wear underwear?
Not since 1962.
19.
They're way overrated. What's it for?
That is a very good point. What the fuck are they for?
It's to drain your wallet. It's a whole Illuminati conspiracy.
No. Wait. It depends
What's it for?
on the pair of pants you have.
What's it for?
It's
Girls wear
strap-
underwear that are made of one string and then a thing in the front. What's it for?
But Graham, if I don't wear underwear, then I can't wear my pants around my ankles.
Right.
I can't wear them down to my knees and be super cool.
Don't get me started on that, please. Please.
The belt is just a fashion statement.
My wife is horrible when it comes to things like that. She's actually went up to kids before and said, "Son, you're about to lose your pants. You better pull them up there." She's actually went up behind people and pulled their pants up for them.
You know what she should do? She should get like a brick with like a carabiner attached to it, and then just hook it onto the back of their pants while they're walking, and then it's just gonna because they won't see it coming, so they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" And then it's gonna start coming down slowly and slowly. That could be the new prank that people do on the street.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
And I think she's the type that would do it. Yeah, the brick. Whoa, people are gonna get a little crazy with that. Heard about this brick challenge? Yeah, man, we're gonna throw bricks at people now. Yeah.
Don't you answer with brick?
The opinions expressed on this show are no way represent either one of us.
No,
any of us.
No.
Yeah, they don't even represent our own opinion.
No,
I don't have an opinion at all on anything ever, except for socks and underwear.
Socks. Yeah, socks and underwear.
Dude, it's all a big scam. It's like Valentine's Day. Why is it even there? What's the point? What's the point of socks and underwear? Tell me.
Socks?
Socks, I get.
Yeah, socks have a
purpose.
purpose.
Well,
As long-
but it's the
yeah,
same with underwear. Is if you have your thing there, like all the time against the zipper. Zipper is the thing.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It's going to get you a rash or something.
Has it ever? I've been free balling since '98, and I've never had a rash. I mean,
there is a reason for underwear. Have y'all ever seen that movie with Ben Stiller in it when he was a kid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something
Franks
about
and
Mary.
Beans.
Was it something about Mary?
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have zippers around your pant cuffs, no issue.
Yeah.
What about this? Only solution, like logical solution, is just to wear a loincloth. It's the best of both worlds. I mean, really.
You know, the Scottish people had it pretty right too.
Yeah,
they wear dresses for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
No one's bothering them.
Yeah.
Well, they're progressive.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything,
they said freedom and they meant it.
Do they have pockets though? Do they just have that satchel?
You'd wear a dress, but only if there is.
I can't believe I didn't get.
I think all dresses should have pockets.
I said they said freedom and they meant it, and I got nothing out of that.
Yeah.
You get it?
I
mean, what the fuck?
I have a theory why so many, and I'm not being racist or whatever the hell you want to call it, but in my opinion, there's more women that locks their keys up in their cars than most people, and I have a theory why that is.
Why?
And I told my wife this, and when I told her this, she said, "Wow, you just like blew my mind." It's because they don't have pockets in most of their clothes. They can't put their keys in their pockets.
They do, but have you ever seen the size of them? It's like you could fit a dime in it. And that's it.
If they do have pockets, they're like really small.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But they have bags. I envy women's bags.
Of course, you should get a fanny pack.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
You don't need to be envious. Just do it.
That with shorts and and you don't fuck anymore in your life.
That's 100% American.
Yeah, the best
fanny packs and shorts.
in the world.
I think we should start a whole new trend where we just wear kilts and fanny packs and black socks at ankle length.
Okay.
Well, Pippa's upset that it's 20 minutes in and we have no DIY content, but you see there's a lot of people watching that, Pippa. You know.
Yeah, we're not the most DIY.
Yeah, I mean, we do enough, right?
Yeah, this is a podcast. This is
your show for that.
Yeah.
We will be talking about
that.
our recipe, and we will be talking about some other stuff.
Yeah, 2 days ago we had nothing but DIY content, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think people like this. Goddammit, they want to hear about it. That's all.
So
we appreciate having a second producer, though.
Yeah. All right, guys. So what are we going to be talking about today?
I don't know. Let's talk about non-DIY shit for another 10 minutes.
All right, sure.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
I mean, I was having a lot of fun talking about socks and stuff.
So was I. Hey, we had the #1 recipe for a minute there until,
Yeah.
Yeah, something
Pretty
happened
good.
with that. That's a weird thing with that whole trending thing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean,
I don't get it at all. It's very odd. Like, I don't know. It's like the numbers don't matter.
they don't matter.
We got to find out what's going on there with Scott.
I think it's a conspiracy.
I do too. We should be #1 every time, all the time.
Yeah, even when they're
And if we're
bad.
not, if we're not, then something's wrong.
We're the #1 non-DIY related content show.
On DIY. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think our non-DIY content would make it to #1?
It's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
All right, let's talk about the fucking
So, Max, did you get into new hardware that you've been wanting to talk about?
I did about a month ago, and I would love to talk about it.
All right. Well, just hold on just a second because...
Love you, Pippa, by the way.
we are talking hardware.
Is it good?
Go for it, Max.
Oh, I didn't know if it rolled already.
It did.
Anyway, I got the Gear RTA about a month ago now. Maybe about a month ago. And I immediately set it up. The biggest selling point for me with this RTA was that the build deck looked about perfect for me. I hate tanks. Absolutely hate them. I think that they're garbage. They're really hard to wick. Usually really bad flavor too. So I really wanted to get into a tank just for like the convenience. And I thought, there's been so much hype with this Gear RTA, and Graham and Folkart both convinced me to get it. Look how fucking small it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, come on. That's a Hadley. That's a Gear. I know this isn't a new product. Everybody's been talking about it for some time. But it's really, really impressive how you can get something this small. It's not a ton of juice capacity. I think it's only something like 2 mils. But that's like perfect for me. I like being able to switch up the juice every once in a while, because I like to, I'm not gonna rip through like a fucking 10 mil tank.
I'd buy more RTAs and like RDTAs or whatever they were if they had lower juice capacity, like the smaller ones. I'd buy a lot more of them if they did. I really would.
Is it easy to rewick?
It's super easy.
No.
Yeah. No, it's super
easy to build.
To build, absolutely, it's easy to build.
Oh, they're gonna come out with a V2 with a better deck, and it's gonna kill, because that deck is not easy to build on, and I can build.
Oh,
I think it's super easy to build.
I think it's very easy to build on. I mean, I'm showing some pictures here. I'm trying to find one that's got a good view of the build deck, but I can't really find it right now.
I use hyper threaded gargoyle hoof coils, so it's a little hard to get in.
Well, I can see that if you're using something that's like really, really thick wire, or I mean, it's geared. It's geared definitely towards somebody who's got like round wire. For me is my build, so it works very well for me. I just throw a 6 wrap spaced 24 gauge Canthal. It fits perfect. I mean, I don't have to play around with it at all. And then wicking it is so easy. I have not had a problem with wicking. It's never leaked. It's never given me a dry hit. I can always see the bubbles coming up and everything. It's really like the perfect design for me. I think, and that's not even just touching on the flavor. The flavor is absolutely top notch.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely the best flavor I've ever got from any tank, RTA, anything. It really surprised me. I actually purchased mine to do some testing for some commercial e-liquids, just to see what other people would what kind of flavor they would taste in some of my mixes, if they were using some kind of tank or something. And I thought that it would not have that good of flavor, so that would be a good reference for me. But the flavor was so good, I can't use it for that, because most people are not going to have a tank that tastes this good.
Oh yeah, no way.
Yeah.
No way. That's like the top of the line. I mean, it doesn't get much better.
Yeah.
Is it similar to an RDA in that way? In the flavor?
Very close.
It
pretty
is
fucking much.
Yeah, it
pretty
is so
fucking
close.
Much. It's like, and I've even like, just because I only use RDAs, I really only use the Hadley. And I would get in the habit of dripping down the middle of here, and don't do that very much, just because it will spit really hot liquid right at your tongue.
Yeah, that's the only con of that thing.
Yeah, but I mean, you can kind of still drip on it every once in a while. Like if you start to get like a dry hit, I would put like a couple of dabs on it with older ones. Like when I had the Griffin or something like that, I had done that before, just to get me through the day or whatever. So if you do have this, the biggest drawback for a lot of people is that it's only like 2 mil capacity. Even with the bubble tank, like whatever, I think it's only like 4 or something like that. But to me, that's like what Grant said. It's like a pro, because I can switch up the juice to like a similar profile. Like I'm rocking the peach slushy on here, and after this, I might throw like a candy in here or another peach type recipe. And I'm a huge fan of that. The 2 mil capacity for me is not a drawback at all. If anything, huge benefit, especially for DIYers.
Anybody that has it, that wants to trade the bubble glass for the straight glass on basically any RDA, I'll take it. Like I would rather have a straight glass all day.
But Max, you were saying for DIY, because if not, we don't talk about DIY. People is going to get mad. For DIY, I think it's a good reference RTA, or it's more like you enjoy vaping in it, but it's not going to be the same, like Folkart said.
It is every bit as good as the Citadel, the Entheon. That's a bold statement, and I know that, but I use it. I kind of like that somewhat restriction, like that restricted airflow. I really like that. It is very, very close to the Hadley. Sometimes I'll put it like a little bit more than halfway, but most of the time I'm rocking it just like completely full open, and it's not like most tanks where it's like, breathing through a straw or anything like that. Like it's not super loose. It's not super tight. It's not turbulent. It's just perfect.
Well, and the airflow is so adjustable too. I leave mine about I don't know, a third of the way open, and it's got plenty restrictive airflow on it. Wide open, it's too open for me. But that's the beauty of it. You can set it to whatever you want to.
And it doesn't get turbulent.
No
matter where you put it, it's just really, really smooth. And I think I got this for like $12. I think it's usually around like 20 or something around that price range. And fuck, I want to buy another one.
I'm gonna buy a couple more.
Oh,
the drip tips.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Drip tips. What about it?
The drip tips are the best drip tips ever. That's why. The only problem is you can only use a 510. That's it.
That's not even a con for me.
It's not a con for me either, because I think they're the best drip tips ever made. To be honest with you.
They're super comfortable.
How much did y'all pay for yours?
$88.
$88.
No, I think I paid like $12 for mine.
Oh, really?
I didn't pay for mine.
So
I got it from 8Vape, but I think there might have been a sale or something.
Well, I paid like $24 for mine from 8Vape. It's been months ago, but I noticed that they had them on sale at 8Vape for like $13.75. I mean, you can't beat that. It's cheap. That's almost as cheap as the Wasp Nano.
Dude, it is unbelievably worth any price.
It is
miles.
You have to have like 2 or 3 and have one for fruits, one for tobaccos, one for cream, maybe.
It is so easy.
Look,
Like, let me tell you
you
this.
mean kind of like this?
If you want to be the best mixer in the motherfucking world, you will. God damn it.
There's another like simple attention to detail thing that they did here. You can completely break this thing down. The airflow control thing, that ring comes off of it.
Yeah, I lost that.
You can, and it when it's dry, it's still easy to put on there, and you put it back on there, and it's got like a little tab that it locks right back into place, so you don't have to worry about when you adjust it. Like it's just going to freely spin. It will lock into place. And the only possible drawback I thought in the beginning was when I went to go adjust it, I would be unscrewing it from the deck, but that was because the O-rings were dry. You put like a little dab of like PG on there or VG, whatever, it glides perfectly smooth. You can adjust it while it's on your mod. It's
will do you.
super easy to fill back up. It's like, it's just large holes just to fill it right back up. 2 mils, you're good for a little while. I don't think it's a drawback at all, because if I'm used to dripping every like 3 or 4 pulls, I don't mind having to fill it up every once in a while and then get like 30 pulls on it.
Because it's easy to fill.
Yeah,
super easy to fill.
Yeah.
Super.
Let me. Do you have anything else to say about that?
I mean, I should stop gushing about it.
There is one thing that I was
put a squonk pin on it. Sorry, go ahead.
Put a squonk pin on it.
Seriously,
There is.
right?
There's a fucking squonk pin that comes with it.
Does it come with it?
Yes, it comes with it.
I don't think it comes with it, but I think you can put a different squonk. Maybe it does. I know that I put a squonk pin on it from another RDA and it worked.
I have the packaging right here.
I know they give you 2 center pins, I think, but I don't know if they give you a squonk pin.
I had no idea.
If they do, that's great.
Yeah, it has a squonk pin in here.
Yeah.
It's got different O-rings. It's got a couple more. I think that's...
Is it a squonk pin or is it solid? I think it's solid.
Maybe it is.
But put a squonk pin that fits in it.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Nope. You're right, Graham.
How would you squonk? I mean, how would you put a squonk pin in and it not drain out into your? I mean,
what do you mean?
That doesn't make sense.
Because the center chamber doesn't get filled.
Yeah, because it just goes down because it's like a GTA style.
Right.
So it would fill up that well enough, and then you would.
Right.
It wouldn't fill it up 2 mils, but it will fill it up.
Huh.
And if you don't have, it'll just go into the center. It'll just wet your wicks. You know what I mean? And then come back out, and then that's it.
That's the weirdest thing that they give you another pin. I thought it was a squonk pin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I did too. And then when I was like disappointed that it wasn't, I just put a different one in. I think the idea of squonk pins in RTAs is not crazy, because if it's a good tank, why not? You know.
I mean, if it's this style where it's like a GTA where like the deck is kind of floating, then I can
elevate.
Mm-hmm.
The elevate. Yeah. I put squonk pins in a lot of RTAs.
Have any of you tried the reload RTA?
No.
Bear with this one.
Sure.
I do not have the reload.
That one is the one I use to have a reference flavor when I mixing for someone else.
I use Rebirth. The RDA, Rebirth RDAs, which I must say that the Rebirth RTA is nowhere near as good as the Okay, here's what I feel is going on. The Rebirth RTA should have been the Kinzai. You know what the Kinzai is? If you look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. But that design was already taken, so Mike was forced to go with like a different design that just isn't as good. Like if you look at the what is it, the Rebirths RTA, you'll see.
I hate it.
It's not good, right?
No, the flavor, but to build on it is
so weird. And the Rebirth is so good, but the Rebirth RDA is so good, and then the RTA is just not that good, and it pisses me off. But the Kinzai is like, seriously, it's not even no one ever has even talked about the Kinzai, but it's seriously the best RTA I've ever had. Like, by far.
There's another one like that too, right? Not the Kinzai. It's the
Kylan.
Is it the Kylan or
the Kylan's not as good though? The Kylan looks like the recurve a little bit, I guess, right? Doesn't it? Doesn't it have the half pipe?
Maybe the new one does.
If you look at the Kinzai, I'm telling you, if that design wasn't taken, that's the design he would have went with, for sure. It's got the honeycomb airflow right underneath the coil. You know, I just don't know what's going on with this Rebirth RTA.
Who makes gear?
What's that?
Watofo. Or off, I guess they want to be known as.
Yeah, it's
Watofo.
I think it is Watofo. You can even look at the packaging; it looks like it's made by Watofo.
Yeah, it's definitely Watofo.
Yeah, I was told it's pronounced Orf, but it's not spelled that way.
I was told it's pronounced off, and it's not spelled that way. So
yeah, I don't know.
I think they're just crafty Chinese are just messing with us.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah,
but we get that.
But
I'm very surprised that you have a tough time building on it.
I just don't get it. It reminds me of like a TFV4 or something.
It's like building on a Citadel.
Yeah,
it's almost exactly like it.
Can I make a confession? I've never even held, seen, used anything, a Citadel, an Entheon, or a Hadley.
I love the Hadley.
I don't have it, but they're like, no.
Get one from fucking Fast Tech or some shit.
I'm not waiting 3 goddamn months or 3 weeks.
You've been waiting your whole life.
Yeah, but once I put the fucking order in, it consumes me. I can't do it.
I'm a big fan of ordering from like those kind of places because it's like a nice little surprise.
Yeah, but you got things to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just sit around waiting.
Like Christmas.
Yeah, like I forgot I placed an order for 3 more Hadleys.
And you have that yellow package from China that is and you don't know what is inside.
That smell just smells like Chinese New Year.
Here's the problem. Yeah. You know where I live? You ever heard of where I live? You ever heard where I live when we're on the phone?
Oh, nope.
Things will come and then they'll go and I'll never know because they'll get left on the door and then they'll be gone because someone will steal them. So it's like I can't do that.
I'm telling you though, you should just drop $11. I'm pretty sure. Like I think I bought them for like $11 before.
Yeah. It's not even that, dude. I don't know why. I
own 3 of them.
Buy them. Really?
I own 3 Hadleys.
Well, I wanted to buy the gear on Fastech, but it was out of stock for a long time.
As soon as you see it, definitely pick it up. I think I want to buy another one, and I guess that's kind of my thing. I like buying multiple of the same product that I like just because I can clean it out and still have the other one. Like I do legit have 3 different Hadleys. And they're not authentic because they stopped making them when I jumped on the bandwagon. And fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I buy 4 more.
I'm the same way. I have 3 Hadleys, 3 Citadels, and 3 gears.
Yep. No, I have the same, but with the Hadley and the other one.
What's the Entheon?
The Entheon. I love that one.
I hate the Entheon. I gave it to my girlfriend. I hate it.
No. I have 3 of those too.
It's the best.
3 is my lucky number.
Yeah.
It is my lucky number. I think I have 2 Entheons. And then I picked up 2 Citadels because I wanted to try it out before I bought it. Is it authentic?
I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 authentic and 2 Chinese versions.
Yeah, I've got.
So you have 3 too.
I've got 1 authentic Citadel, and the other 2 are China.
Basically, if you really like a product, don't pick up another one. Pick up another 2. Yeah. You want to have 3.
That's the American way.
Mm-hmm.
What I do, I have one for fruits and more fresh flavors. I have one for tobaccos when I need it, and one for creams and custards. I will, but I don't have to clean the entire RDA all the time.
Right. I feel like that tobacco one doesn't get much action.
No. I hate that RDA because of the smell of the tobacco.
Yeah, I don't know. I stopped buying them for a while. I stopped buying any kind of hardware just because I love the Hadley so much, and I kind of like the Citadel, but just didn't do it for me. I love the build deck of the Hadley. I think the build deck on the Entheon is the best. I think the clamps are better, but
I like the Citadel build deck the best.
Yeah.
I think that from looking at them, I probably like the Citadel the best.
Do you use it with the plastic thing, the Citadel?
I've tried it with it. I get kind of an autumn taste when it's in there, so I just took it out.
Okay, Wayne.
I did. I got a weird kind of plastic taste, and I just took it out.
Yeah, I'm just bullshitting. I taste Elton too.
Yeah.
Like everybody was busting Wayne's balls, but it's like so clearly you could taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Wasp is that bad either, but I don't like the Ultim either. I think it looks absolutely terrible, and for me, the look enough is for me to be like, I don't want that shit.
The only thing that I really didn't like about the Wasp was the whistle. Oh my
God, it's the fucking worst, isn't it?
I know, it is. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Unless you dial it in, at some point it kind of goes away, but you've got to be really, really specific with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I really wish that they would make just a stainless steel cap for it.
Yeah.
Because I hate the plastic cap. I don't know what they're doing. Just release one with, and you know, obviously I don't want to put my mouth on the metal, but put a drip tip on it and make it like the Hadley cap, and then we're good to go, bro.
Yeah.
I'm back on that wasp train.
Well, I always put a 510 drip tip on mine.
Me too, because it's way too hot.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I love the build deck on the Wasp because you can put the posts are further apart than say like the Hadley or the Citadel, and your coil you can make longer coils and you can like have space coils in it. I kind of like that feature of it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Talking about things we like. How good is this recipe?
It's fucking killer, dude.
Oh, hell yes.
So good.
What do you guys like the most about it?
All of it.
I like the syrupy. It's so syrupy.
It's like it's crazy how fucking syrupy it is, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the candy, the sweet candy, Capella? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Capella sweet candy. Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
That one? Do you think that one is making it so syrupy?
That and the hibiscus probably.
Only a quarter of a percent, though.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
it's enough.
It don't take much.
I mean, anymore you start to get into that floral range.
Speaking of hibiscus, I got a secret. Hibiscus candy.
Oh, we're telling
like 0.5% to 1% takes that medicinal thing away from cherry. Not to kill everybody in parade, but it's like wait.
Another cherry experiment.
Another cherry experiment. Just that kills the floral. I mean, kills the medicinal hibiscus candy from Wonder Flavors.
Okay. That's what I thought you said. Okay.
Yeah. To me, that's my disclaimer because if it doesn't work, I can go to me.
But is that gonna work? Do you think that's gonna work in other applications or just for like a fruit?
Cherry.
Just cherry across the board.
Cherry across the board. It pretty much kills it. Cherry.
Just cherry.
Cherry.
All right.
You know why I think it does it is because that it's like candy, and I think there's something to the candy. Sweet candy, like there's something to the candy thing that kind of takes that cherry thing away. Like if you look at cough drops and shit, like Ludens, you know how those are more candied cherries, and it doesn't have a medicinal vibe to it. See what I'm saying?
Man, you really want to get sponsored from Ludens, don't you? You always bring
Ludens. Hit me up. Shasta Ludens, hit me up, yo. I'm ready to sell out.
Yo, sell me that flavor that you're using in your Ludens cough drops.
I thought that was Concrete's endorsement with Shasta.
Shasta, yeah, no, I'm trying to get it for him.
Oh, okay.
But his show isn't on anymore, so I think we're gonna split it. Because I'll come on camera and just start. I'll go. This is the choice of mixers, Shasta. It's like I got the whole tagline, and everything ready for it. What's the cherry? Never mind. Let's talk about the recipe.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you notice any difference after a week of Steve in this recipe?
No,
I do.
I didn't get much of a change. I mean, it was good off the shake.
But now it's just fucking awesome. So it's a little bit more awesomeness.
I think it's better. I think it's more like it's more complete. Like everything is more like there's no separation anymore. It's all just one thing. And I think that's what you want for something like this. You get the whole, like, it's like a peach slushy. It's not just like, oh, there's like some chunks of peach and there's some of this in there, and it's like no, it's just the whole fucking thing.
And you know what is surprising for me, at least, that because you get the WS23 fresh feeling, but it's also kind of fizzy. So it's when you have little pieces of ice, you drink something that is like a slush, you get that fizziness in the tongue, and it emulates that perfectly.
Yeah, Pippa had mentioned something about that at the end of our episode that we put out on Tuesday, and the stream cut off, so I couldn't answer. She was asking about, but what about the little like pieces of ice? That's what that the citrus soda kind of does, I think.
Yeah, that and I mean, what the fuck is do you really want something? A slushy is kind of watered down. I think like the trick with a slushy is I always feel like there's a little bit of like a Mountain Dew soda kind of component in there. Like it has that light carbonation, but it's
frozen carbonation.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get the ice, when you get that ice, it's like crushed bubbly ice, and it's got like, that's carbonated water that they're using, and they crush it and they freeze it. You know what I'm talking about? That kind of crushed ice?
Yeah.
Like you only find it occasionally. But it's like that, like a frozen carbonation.
Right.
You know? Like it could be a little grainier, I guess. We could have probably made it a little grainier because it's like little ice crystals, you know, like. But I mean, it's pretty close. I don't know how you do that, unless it's like, I don't know how you would do it.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
That's the only complaint I have with it, as far as authenticity. But
one thing that I did notice the change in it just a little bit is that when I first mixed it up, it was like super duper, like over the top sweet, especially when I used 1.5% cap sweet candy in it, because that's what I'm vaping now. I'm not vaping the 0.75, and it was like over the top sweetness. But it seems like that sweetness has died down just a little bit. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Sweet candy does that.
It's kind of melded together, like like you say.
I think that's sweet candy does that. I think it dies down in the sweetness and kind of puts a little more of a candy note. Like the candy note comes forward and the sweetness dies down a little bit with the steep. Because it's not like you were right last week. It's not a super sweet replacer at all.
No,
I thought at first it was, but it's not.
It's like the sweet candy brings that super sweet from the top inside the mix. Because I don't get sugar lips or that plastic note you get when you use too much super sweet. It's in the flavor.
Yeah,
I love that.
I will say that I like it better in fruit mixes that use super sweet than super sweet. Like I replaced a lot of it in like a lot of my mixes with the sweet candy because of like the reason you just said. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know. You know,
I think it does something for me. Like it can take, obviously it takes a lot of the fruit flavors and it makes them more artificial and candy-like more than they already are.
Right.
But what it did for me is I used to really love FA White Peach until I didn't. I started to really like notice after a while it kind of tasted a little dirty.
What's your RDA?
It was like almost like a
RDA.
Graham, you're not muted.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. But did you guys ever get like a dirty taste from it? Like white peach? Or is that just a weird thing that I pick up?
Excuse me? Again?
It's bubblegum. It's bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
If you get what
I get bubblegum from Flavor Art regular peach.
Yeah, I don't really get a dirty taste from FA Peach White.
Really?
No.
So that's just me again. Anyway,
yeah.
What it does for me is it makes it more candied and it like really takes that away.
Yeah.
I tasted that even in the beginning, but I don't get it at all anymore.
Yeah. Now I was a little bit nervous about using the Jungle Flavors Honey Peach in this. I think all of us were, because it's a much more natural peach. And when we first added it to it without the super sweet in it, I believe it was, you could taste those it was like chunks of peach in it, which was nice, but that's not a slushy. But when we added the super sweet to it, it just like completely changed it into a syrupy peach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the problem we had when we were making this recipe is that we wanted more peach flavor, but if we were to add more nectarine or peach, it was getting a little bit weird, the flavor.
Yeah, you're talking about the FA white peach.
Yeah, or nectarine.
Yeah.
So we need something more smooth and more neutral to use.
Not so throaty.
Yeah, honey peach was perfect for that, but it was more natural. That was the problem with honey peach. Yeah. But when I think Max said, okay, I'm gonna try sweet candy at this level and super sweet at this level, and it was perfect.
Yeah. I think that hibiscus is probably doing something to that throat hit too, right? I think that kind of a syrupiness and kind of covering it up a little bit. Because it's not harsh.
No, it's not. I mean, on the first version that we mixed, even without the Polar Blast in the WS-23, I didn't really get much harshness, but I got a throat of steel. But I think some of you guys got a pretty harsh peach harshness, in your throat.
Yeah.
First couple hits, right?
Yeah, I definitely did.
And that's pretty common,
especially without the Polar Blast and the WS-23.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was more harsh.
Yeah. This is it's not the first sip of like a slushy. It's almost like after it's kind of melting a little bit, but it still gives you that slushy because it really is just really syrupy.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn accurate. I mean, I have that I Slurpees are part of my dietary intake every day. I mean, I only eat at 7-Eleven.
Well, they're recommended.
Well, you get 4 for $5 taquitos anywhere else, and I'm there. But they don't do that. 50-cent pizza slices. Come on, it's part of my daily routine, and it's very accurate as a Slurpee. That's all I hear. So, good job, guys.
Yeah. Screwdriver mentioned that Cap Peach with stevia might be a good choice to reduce the harshness. After this last version that we did, there's no harshness, I don't think. Do y'all think that there is?
No.
I don't get it. And I don't know what component it is. I don't know if it's a hibiscus. I don't know if it's a honey peach, but it's gone.
Yeah. I think it's a combination of the Jungle Flavors Honey Peach plus the super sweet, and the coolants also. I don't know whether it covers up the harshness, but it kind of distracts you from it.
Yeah.
It's a very good recipe.
Yeah, I have a problem with using coolant and not getting a full vape from it. It's kind of it's just a lot of time to me it's really distracting, but this is so full and it still has a coolant that It just seems really balanced between the two.
Yeah.
It's not too distracting.
And when you use Polar Blast with WS23, you have a more balanced cooling effect because you have it in when you inhale and when you exhale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you use one or you only have it once.
Yeah, that's a good effect.
Yeah,
I like using these.
I'm no big fan of WS23 because it does hit the back of my throat pretty hard, especially if I use it like 0.75 or 1%, which is pretty high. But at 0.5%, it's just enough coolant that it hits the back of your throat, but then, like Nachi was saying, that Polar Blast stays with you throughout the exhale too. So it's a good pairing if you want something icy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? Like, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe soda base might have worked to give that granulated, like, a little bit. I mean, but I guess we use citrus soda instead, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't have it yet.
I think that's what we did. I think maybe we talked about that.
I really like soda base, but I see it more with like a vanilla flavor.
Which soda base?
All right.
Flavors.
Yeah.
There's both of the coolants and soda base to make a slushy, slurpy base. You know.
Is that Real Flavors?
Yeah.
I
know the Concrete did something similar, but
I've got a Health Cabin soda base. I haven't tried it out yet.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's soda base. It might be vanilla soda. Maybe that's what it is.
I want a cream soda so bad every time we fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
How would you go about that?
I have no idea. I just ordered a soda base, so.
Where did you order that?
I got that from eSig Express. Yeah, should be coming in Saturday.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they help us out big time, so appreciate that.
Okay. Out of topic. I don't know if you watched Adam's video clip. You know Adam?
Adam Pilarczyk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't, go watch his video clip. It's awesome. I didn't know that he had a band, and they made a video clip, and you should support that band because it's crazy good.
Oh yeah.
How big is the rock that you live under?
Well,
I didn't know. I knew that he was a mixer. I didn't know he had a band.
No, he's also running for mayor, I believe, ain't he?
Is he really?
Or something like
Did
that.
not know that.
He's running for some kind of public office. Yeah.
Hey, really? Folkart. I mean, not Chef. Michael Jackson's a really good artist.
Yeah, you should check him out.
He has some great songs.
And
so you
know. All the things.
Write this down. The Beatles. There's a band called the Beatles.
Wait. Are you trying to compare Adam with Michael Jackson and the Beatles?
Very much so.
Yeah.
What I'm really trying to do is say, hey, we've known about Adam, and then I'm going to be sarcastic, come over the top and say, here's the Beatles too. You know, because everyone knows them. You see what I'm doing there?
I didn't know, and I was surprised. Because
he's
freaking good.
Yeah, he's real good.
He's the Elton John of our generation.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, not with the glasses and the funny outfits.
Oh, sometimes.
He dresses like Elton John, and I'm there. I'm there.
You heard it here first, Adam. Get on it.
I have other kinds of things. We'll talk about it later.
I'm sure we will.
In costume.
So, guys, what are we doing next week?
You tell me, buddy.
Should we tell what we're doing on Tuesday now?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I think so. Why not?
So I think we're going to go live on Tuesday again. We're working on a recipe that we don't have quite nailed down, and we couldn't get a finished episode, so we're going to work on it some more before we put it out. And so we're going to go live on Tuesday. I don't know what we're going to be talking about though on Tuesday.
We're going to do DIY, Pipa.
Yeah.
We're going to make
all DIY all the time.
Every time. Now, Pipa,
Yeah.
We're never talking about anything other than DIY from now on.
Yeah. From now on,
yeah.
that's it.
That's all we're talking. Even to our families.
She's bringing
They
the
love
yeah,
that.
yeah, she's bringing the hammer down. I'm afraid that if I start talking about anything else, Pippa's gonna pop in like the Kool-Aid man, like, "Are you talking about DIY or what?
You guys think I'm a DIY? I'm gonna put a post out about it.
What are you doing here? Are you trying to pay your taxes? But you better be talking about DIY on those things."
Oh my god! No, but we are going to finish or try at least to finish a recipe, right? One that we didn't before.
Oh,
You know,
are we doing
I
it
had to bone
live?
out early last night because my computer took a shit. How do we feel about that at the end? It was because I never got anyone's reactions. So apparently everyone else felt the same way I did, right?
There was mixed opinions on it.
Well, if I could be a tiebreaker, I thought it was trash. But there was issues with it, major issues with it that we needed.
Oh yeah, there's a fucking flavor that we completely overlooked that we all agree we should have fucking thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And none of us thought about it.
So
I thought about it this morning at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep because I had too much DIY content in my head that I couldn't talk about.
I can't stop it. Sometimes I call Not Chef at 4 a.m. thinking that for some reason it's in another time zone, but it's not. It's still in Argentina. I think he's like on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like at 4 p.m. But it's not. It's the same time. I call him. I wake him up all the time.
Yeah.
I disturb his family life. That's what I do.
Makes my so much better when you call me.
So we're gonna actually revisit a recipe that we didn't quite finish some months ago, right? On Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Is it the coffee? Yeah, the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee, which was actually about a month ago, I think, right?
Yeah, about.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe it's
Something like that.
We are going to need help, so if people in the chat want to join us, that would be awesome to have some ideas of what to do.
Yeah.
That's basically why we do it live, because we have no idea what to do. So
Yeah, we need some help. We need some help, guys.
Have you guys seen the new shows with Tam's on? Tam Biggs? She's on the Omets with Liana and the Homegrown Alchemy. I can't remember that word.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I've watched.
not bad.
I've watched a couple of them.
what is
I
the
like
name
them. The Omets is one. She's on with Liana, and then Liana, who by the way has made a massive move to the top. Like I don't know how she did that. She's been mixing 2.5 weeks, and she got 4 shows. So I don't know how she's doing it, but
Tam, if you're in the chat, post it and we'll
drop links.
Yeah.
Drop that link, smash that like button.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
And don't forget that Steve-O is going to be with Aaron tonight, I think at 10. I think it's at 10 o'clock tonight down the rabbit hole mixing. Check that out.
Drop all them links.
I've been telling him that he should call it mixing and tripping and also review mushrooms. And he doesn't like that. But you know what? I'm telling you, whoever gets ahead of that ball, whoever gets ahead of that's going to be, because they're about to make mushrooms legal in all the states. Better get ahead of that.
Are they streaming on Chatterbait yet?
No, I am though right now as we speak.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Anybody want a link?
You're wearing that kilt?
Yeah.
Easy access.
Anybody wants a link? We got super chat there too. But that they don't call it super chat. You get tokens.
Yeah, I got some fucking tokens for you.
The new streaming service called Mixer.
Mixer?
Yeah, but it's
it's from Microsoft.
Right.
Only for gamers. But
it's only for DIY content?
Yes. Made by people.
Better be.
Thank God.
If it's done, it should crack that whip.
Because it's not going to be successful if it doesn't have DIY content on it.
Not to mention Pippa's. I mean, we didn't forget Pippa's show. DIY Down Under plus 18.
Yep.
Right? Is that the new name of it?
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We got anything else to talk about, guys? Or is that a wrap?
That's it.
I think that was enough.
Unless you want to talk about my life falling to pieces, but other than that, where I go. I got another 4 weeks to talk about that.
Yeah.
So, let's go.
All right. Richie Johnson, thanks for the subscribe. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Check us out. What is it? Tuesday at 6 p.m. We're going live to talk about that coffee profile. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Help us out. Bring your thoughts, bring your opinions, bring your cats, bring your dogs, bring all your DIY related content. And we'll see.
Only.
Yeah, only. Just that. Fuck. Don't even bring the cats to the dogs.
You fuckers show up here with anything other than DIY in the chat, even.
Yeah.
We're blocking
you. Yeah. So we'll see you guys again next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. And then back here again for this shit show on Thursday at 6 p.m.
And wear underwear, please. And don't wear shorts.
Thank you, Liquid Barn. Thank you, ECX.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Black Socks, everybody.
PSO, everyone.